Yo, what's up, guys? First episode hype. The Den, the Lion's Den. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
This is hype. It's a work in progress. We got a lot of great ideas, a lot of things we think people are gonna like, a lot of things we're excited to talk about and do. Um, right now it's football season. Gonna be a lot of football. Uh, some decent stuff going on in the gaming esports world, new video games. So let's get right into it.
We had a
Let's go.
big few weeks coming up. So first to start off, I'm Michael.
I'm
I
Ben.
we both go to UMass Amherst, the zoo, and so we are starting this channel up as we're gonna have a podcast every week called the Lion's Den. That's what we're doing. We call ourselves the Caged Lions because right now we're getting locked up and brought to the zoo. So I think a few things about me. I game a lot. I also watch a ton of sports, so I think both of us do. So it's gonna be a great. The conversation is gonna flow naturally. So we're gonna try to have guests every episode from either the sports or gaming worlds, um, and we'll put out content on the channel in addition to this. So this won't be the only thing you see from us. Um, but yeah, I'm just super excited to get it going. It's been something we've been wanting to do since like September, and we've been able to put it into fruition now.
Yeah, let's go. So, I'm Ben. We're supposed to be roommates. That's how we met. Started talking. Realized we had a lot in common. Played a lot of the same video games. Watched a lot of the same sports. Obviously, fans of the same teams. Got to bleed Boston, City of Champions.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
go. Um, so yeah, we were just talking. We'd go get on Discord and have play video games, then start shooting the shit about sports and all that, and we're like, why don't we just record this and put it out? I mean, it's good conversation. So we wrote a few things down. Hell yeah, let's do it.
I'm ready to grind it out. So I think we covered a lot of what we want to do. We're gonna do everything from podcasts right now while we're at home. When we get to school, we're gonna be recording from school. We're looking at equipment to get ready to vlog. I know you're headed out to Indy this weekend for Colts Ravens. That's going to
Yeah,
be
let's
an
go.
absolute hype train. I know you're talking about doing stuff for that, so maybe we'll
Yeah,
see a little content there. But in addition to that, we're also going to game. We're going to try to stream on our own channels and get it going a little bit. So I think there's
link
no
in
better
link
way
in the
to.
description.
Yes, sir. um, there's no other way to start it off than to just start from somewhere, right? I think this
Exactly,
semester was such a huge way to get everything off the ground. And if you're gonna start content creation, you got to do it now, while so many people have their eyes on the audience in general. So
definitely.
I'm super excited to get it going. It's just been a lot of planning. The last couple weeks have been grindy. A lot of 1 a.m. nights on Discord,
Yeah,
writing random stuff down, doing a lot of research. But I'm glad we're able to get it going. So
definitely. I mean, the hardest thing to do. Everybody has great ideas. You just you gotta fucking send it.
yeah,
Just
you
start
gotta just hit the
recording,
fucking
put it out
button.
there. It's never gonna happen if you don't start. So this is what we're doing. We're trying it. Let's go.
Absolutely. I think we're gonna try to do a podcast either once or twice a week, depending on how often we can get people in and out, and how much time we have between class and work and stuff like that. I know once semester ends, I'm basically just working, so I'll
Yeah,
have all the nights pretty much to
same.
myself, or like the mornings to myself. So a lot of time to edit, do research, stuff like that. So
Yeah.
it only picks up from here. Um,
And also, we know it's early, but I mean, if you guys are just randomly finding us on YouTube and you like our personalities and you have ideas, please, literally anything. No such thing as bad ideas in content creation. Like if
Absolutely,
we
let
if
us
we
know.
see things in the comments or our DMs and we like it, then we'll go for it and we'll credit people who come up with ideas. It's all about ideas and executing those things. So yeah,
Absolutely. So I think today we got a lot to talk about. Big couple weeks in the entire world. So
yeah,
um, we've got first and foremost we've got our interview with Equipy today. Soon to be Twitch partner, friend of the program,
let's go.
and she was great. It was a lot of fun doing that interview. We recorded it last week for a creator contest submission, and that'll be part of this episode here. Anyone coming here from Equipy's channel, what's up? How we doing?
What's up?
And then we're gonna talk some sports talk. We're gonna do NBA, NFL. We're gonna talk about the new Call of Duty coming out in a little over a week. We got Destiny coming out this coming Tuesday, and a couple of tournaments and stuff like that. So, anything to add there, Ben?
No, man. Let's get right into it. Let's talk some football.
All right, we're gonna kick it to the interview, and then we'll be right back. Rolling.
All right, yo, guys, what's going on? It's Benny, Michael, back at it.
Yes, sir.
We're right here with Maggie, twitch.tv/Equipy.
Yes, sir.
That's me.
Super excited to be here right now, and figured we just jump in, ask you some questions, start a little conversation.
On a little snow day here in the great state of Massachusetts. No idea how that happened.
Yeah, that was just out of the blue, man. Snowy Halloween.
So,
It's less snowy here.
yeah, I did not expect it.
You know,
So, Maggie, I've stopped into your stream a couple times, but I haven't been able to stick around for too long. So, I know Ben definitely has a lot more insight into your content than I do, but I'm gonna try my best to keep up.
coming up on that 6-month subversary, baby.
Yeah. Thank
But-
you for that.
Of course, my pleasure.
But so how quickly did you establish yourself on Twitch? Like, when did you start streaming, and how did you realize the content you wanted to do?
Not quickly at all. I started streaming when I was 13. Like literally,
Oh,
like
wow.
the moment that I could start streaming, I was like, all right, we're jumping into this.
That's awesome.
And but so I didn't really know what I was doing at all at the beginning. Like I streamed Minecraft. I had no face cam. I had the highest pitch voice you've ever heard in your life. And it was god awful. But I streamed through the in Minecraft Twitch function that used to exist. And so that's how I would stream things, and that was just kind of like, all right, this is what Twitch is. Like that was all it was to me, was just a button on Minecraft. And then it became way more than that, and I would just stream whatever I wanted for a really long time. Like when I started streaming The Sims is when I started getting actual regular people showing up though, because I have a lot of friends who are Sim streamers also, so we share a lot of viewers. And then, but I didn't really start doing really well on Twitch until actually this year, fully. I was averaging 9 viewers until just a few months ago. Well, I guess more than a few months ago now, but it's been a good year for me, Twitch wise.
I think it's been a good year for everyone Twitch wise.
Yeah.
I think I saw something that was Twitch viewership increased 178% through the duration of quarantine, and
basically.
Rip Mixer's increased by 0.2.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was so I've been an affiliate for 2 years, and I always have dreamed about being partner someday, and it's always just been something that's been yeah, that's not gonna happen, and that's okay, that's fine, it's whatever. But now I've applied twice, and I'm reapplying this weekend because I can now, but I'm waiting until I'm probably gonna apply tomorrow actually. And so I'm doing that, and that's really, really cool because I feel I actually have a shot of getting it. And I have a bunch of friends who are partners now, and they're just yeah, you got it. And then when everything's over and we can go to TwitchCon again, we can hang out in the partner lounge. And I'm yeah.
That's so wholesome.
Yeah, I remember I was there when you realized you'd hit the final milestone on the
you
Twitch.
were there
You're
when
I'm averaging
I
75
cried.
viewers now. That was awesome.
I was sobbing. I was fully sobbing.
That's so
That was just
awesome.
such an amazing
I
moment.
remember. So I've been affiliated, I want to say, for a little over a year. I got affiliated in March of 2019, and I remember that week. I'm super into Overwatch and FPS games and stuff like that. So there was a week where I would and I used to play competitively, so I would just stream my scrims and then play ranked for 2 hours afterwards. And people I didn't even think knew what Twitch was were stopping because I would just post on my Snap story, and that just boosted my numbers so well.
Yeah, no.
And it was so much, and I just remember I was holy shit, sub button now.
Yeah, advertising places does a lot viewership wise. yesterday I was I've been doing really well playing Animal Crossing recently. That's been like my main game streaming wise.
Yeah.
Like I've been like peaking like 100 something viewers with no raids, and that's kind of fun. And so yesterday I was like, let's go back to The Sims, and then I had like 30 viewers, and I was like, oh, hold on. And so then I tweeted out the stream, and I had like 70. So after I tweeted it, so that was good.
I think so. Sorry.
No, that was all I was gonna say.
I think social is like a huge part of like growing your stream, because I remember I was in, I think it was Tim the Tapman's stream one day, and he was like, look guys, like no BS, if you want to start growing, if you want to grow, like just make TikToks or like post your clips onto TikTok, and if it hits the algorithm once, you're set. And I was like, yeah, I know I should, but
yeah, I downloaded TikTok like last week, and I haven't like posted anything like good yet per se, but I have it. And then I found out, like, I stream like in the morning before my math class sometimes, and I was playing Minecraft. I was speedrunning Minecraft, and people came into my stream that morning and were like, hey, you're the periodic table girl from TikTok. And I'm like, what does that mean? Because I was like my two TikToks are of me being afraid of a turkey that was in my driveway, and of my Animal Crossing villager playing in Ocarina. And so I was like, I don't think that's me. I've never. They're like, no, your background is the periodic table, and I'm like, no, that's not what this is. Apparently, someone made a TikTok about me and being like, oh my god, look at how wholesome this is. Her background on Twitch is the periodic table, and it's like, that's not what it is. A bunch of people followed that morning, and I was like, what is going on? And they were like, your periodic table. I'm like, no.
It's like, no, but thanks for your numbers.
Yeah, no, it was really funny. I've been trying to like find it. No one, and I like asked my viewers to find it and send it to me if they did, but no one's sent it to me yet. I'm very curious.
So I know you talk about playing a lot of Animal Crossing and starting out on Minecraft and stuff like that. Like through your streaming career, like what do you think was your favorite game to stream? Like what do you think? Like say numbers weren't a thing. Like what's your favorite game to stream?
Probably Sims, honestly, because like playing that game and having like chat interaction, like it's not like even like a numbers thing, just like if there are people like to talk to while you're playing it, is just so much fun. Like I'll just be like playing The Sims, and I'll like my Sims like having a baby, and I'm like, what do I name it? And then like people like suggesting stupid names is just like the best, so much fun. And they're just like, you should like do this thing with your character or whatever. And it's just like having that like conversation, just like being silly with the chat is just so much fun. And Animal Crossing is like similar, I think. Like I have a lot of fun playing it on stream, but I also get like super into just like doing the little tasks that you have to do in Animal Crossing, to the point where I'm like not paying attention to chat nearly as much. And and then I'm like, wait, sorry, I was running around in a circle for 5 minutes. What are you guys talking about? Like,
nice.
So that kind of thing is kind of silly, but I've been getting better at like being able to multitask in games and things. My friends get mad at me because like I've streamed League of Legends with a few of my friends before as like late night streams, because they don't have filters, and I understand that. I'm family friendly, so it's like if I don't swear, and so like my friends are gonna swear, I have to like be like, this stream is not gonna be family friendly because I'm not gonna make my friends have filters. Yeah, so like I'm not gonna make them have a filter. So but streaming League, I would like be playing the game and then like look over at chat and then like mute and talk to chat, and then I would die and then be like, oh, she's talking to chat again. Like it's like, sorry, it's just so fun.
I get that.
So
but, yeah,
you're talking about being family friendly, and like I know being a part of your community, like that's a big thing, and it really helps making people feel comfortable and like connected in that way. What inspired you to like start doing that? Because I feel like you kind of have to have that in mind at the beginning, like starting something and then being like, okay, like no swearing anymore. Like how'd you do that?
Yeah, I was not family friendly when I was when I started, because I didn't even like know swears, but like I would stream like Overwatch and stuff, and I would like get mad and swear at it and whatever for a while, but like
absolutely, yeah, 100%.
Yeah, but then like I think it was like not, this is like me being fully family friendly, it was like a newer change, like that was like beginning of this year, end of last year thing. So I think it helped me a lot. which is kind of interesting. But I changed to that like kind of because I knew that like my parents were watching my streams, my little cousins wanted to watch my streams, and also like my friend Kayla is family friendly, and I know that we share a lot of viewers, so I wanted to make sure that like if people wanted to watch us both, that they could and feel super comfortable doing so. Like if she would raid me, I would be like, okay, no more swearing, but it's like, why not just not swear at all? Like there's no point in doing it anyway. And also a lot of Twitch is like really, really toxic and just like completely cutting out like swearing. Like swearing isn't even like what makes it toxic, but like it'll like people who swear a lot for no reason have a tendency to be toxic. And so like if I make it family friendly and we're like, we're wholesome, like we like to have the vibes immaculate, like haha, no swearing, then like it cuts that out like so much. Like there are not a lot of trolls. Like I don't like we're just like a super chill, like wholesome little group.
Oh, I'm glad like you get to have that, because I know like I've seen so many sectors of Twitch where it's just like
it's like scary.
Yeah, it is scary, and I see the Twitch subreddit a lot of the time, and it's just like, how do I deter toxic people like stalkers and stuff like that? So that leads me to my next question, like being a woman in the gaming community and the content creating industry, like there's been a lot of light shit on that lately, and is there a different treatment? I don't even know how to phrase this, like do you feel like it's different than if someone like me was trying to push for a partner? Like I don't even know how to phrase it. Do you think it's different in any way currently?
Yeah. I think it's really interesting actually, because I feel like there are like I've had people come into my streams and be like really like weird and flirty, and it's like no. And I've had people come in and be like, oh, I don't know why I'm watching that. Like literally like, yesterday I had a guy come into my sim stream and be like, I don't know why I'm watching this. This is a game for girls. And I'm like, raise your hand if you're a guy. And then like half of my chat was like, hi. And so it's just like really weird because people have so many like predetermined things in their heads about like what kind of games are for like what kind of people, and it's just really, really weird how gatekeepy it gets. And
I got that.
Like and I feel like it's really, I don't know, Twitch is just like really weird to be a girl on, which is kind of just silly because I've been a girl the whole time, but it's just like, I don't know, it's super odd to think about because like I've never experienced it in a different way, so it's like I wouldn't know the difference personally. But like I have like friends who also stream who like are guys, and they like get like more viewers sometimes, like if they're playing like certain games, but like less viewers if they're playing other games. And it's like I've had people like come into the streams where I'm doing like just chatting, and they'll like start making a bunch of comments on my appearance. So I was just like, what? No, like go away. Leave me alone, please. Which doesn't happen when my friends go on just chatting. So it's like
does your community like help deter those people? Like,
yeah, no, we like make a joke out of that. We make a joke out of it. Like it used to be like a I had one time when I was in high school, I like put on a bunch of makeup and like did my hair and was wearing like a nice dress because I was like gonna go to like a school dance.
Yeah.
And it was right before the dance, and I was like gonna do a singing stream before the dance. And then I got hate rated by a bunch of people. And they were all like saying horrible things about me, and a few of them like hit on like my biggest insecurities, and I was like, ooh, great. And this was like before I like knew how to deal with this kind of thing, and so I started sobbing and ended the stream, and almost didn't go to the dance, but then like my friends pressured me into it, so I went anyway.
I feel like part of being a content creator is figuring out how to deal with that
it really
kind of thing. And it's not something like, oh yeah, you can't be a content creator if you don't know how to deal with the toxic people. Like,
yeah,
it's a learning experience for everyone. And like I've had toxic people come into my chat, tell me I have a face like an orc. I'm like, okay, thanks.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get the diamond in Overwatch. Like, who are you?
Like what are you talking about? Like,
I was like, what?
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, so I feel like that's definitely like one of the steps across like to being like in content creation, where it's very important to learn how to deal with the toxic people and make sure your community knows like that's not acceptable. Like I know Dr. Lupo, like whenever someone tries to hate on him, he just like absolutely wrecks them.
Yeah, no, that's basically I try to do the same thing, but like
He just
I
leans
make
into
it like funny.
bud.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like literally yesterday, I have a point reward that's like sing a Disney song, and so someone like requested it, and I was singing Reflections from Mulan, and then this dude comes in and is like, "Stop singing! You're a terrible singer. You're so bad at that." And I was like, "Well, you stop talking. You're bad at that." and then he was like, "All right, fair." And then he actually like stayed and he followed and he subbed, and it's just like, "All right, buddy. I mean,
Thanks for your money.
if you're gonna stop being toxic, then yeah, you can chill." But like
That's
otherwise,
awesome,
like no. But the way my mods deal with things too is like super funny. They'll be just like, hi, what are you doing? Like it's really funny. Most of my mods are like my real life friends too, so it's like they super know like what I'm comfortable with and everything. So that's good.
I love the mods that just like absolutely mess with the trolls.
Oh yeah.
And like it's like implied between the streamer and the mods that like this person's getting banned, but let's have a little fun. Let's see what we can do. And it so many times I've seen this someone who plays Destiny, Glad, his chat. It's just like some of the trolls come in there like, oh, Destiny's a dead game, like why are you playing this, like you stink, and Glad just absolutely messes with them, and he is definitely not family friendly, but it is just absolutely hilarious seeing the way he deals with the trolls. So I know you talked about being applying for partner this weekend, which is huge, and hopefully you get it. And so when this comes out, we'd be like, hey, recently partnered streamer.
Coincidence? I don't know.
It's actually it's really interesting. The like application page says like, will you usually respond within like a week? It's not a week. It's a month. It's over a month. Sometimes it's insane. Like you never know like when they're gonna reply. So it's I've gotten used to that from being denied twice though. So like I'm ready to just be sitting in my room for a month being like maybe.
For sure. So with that in mind, is full-time content creation something that, you know, could be on the horizon if you keep seeing growth, and would you be interested in doing that?
Yeah, I think that if things like take off more or like keep going in like the direction that they are going, that could like be a thing for me. I think that like I'm going to college, I'm double majoring computer science and theater. Yeah, and I want to be an actress. Like that's like my like dream job. Like I want to be on Broadway. I want to act. I want to be on stage. But like I understand how hard that is. So I'm majoring in computer science because I would also like to make video games. That would be cool. Like maybe work on The Sims or something. But like I think that if like I finish college and like I don't have like an easy way to just like start like applying things and like auditioning for things or stuff like that, then I can just like stream for a while and I think that no matter what I end up doing, I will still make time to stream. Like I can't see myself not streaming. I really can't. Like it might not be full time forever, but like I would love to just like I couldn't stop.
For sure. I think that's such a good way to look at it. Like it's really weird because people are already asking like the bigger streamers, like the ninjas of the world and stuff like that, like, oh, like when are you gonna retire? And like they're not asking that in a hateful way. They're just like wondering like, you know, do you see yourself at the end of the line one day and just needing to step away? And they all say, I mean, at some point probably, but not right now.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
they're all in the middle of their 15 minutes and they want it. The gaming industry, especially this year, has absolutely exploded. And I think a lot of that comes with Fortnite. Like, as much as we hate on the game, it put esports and it put content creation and gaming on a level unknown to the entire world. So I think it's been great to see all the growth and stuff like that and see more and more people get to full-time content creation. It's been quite an experience.
It's really, really cool.
Yeah,
so how does content... Oh, sorry about that.
You're good. Do you want me to go or you want to go?
Yeah, you got it.
I was going to say, so, like, obviously we're all in college, but currently we are not, like, at school, so we're just, like, doing stuff, trying to make some content from home. How is it making content, like, actually in college? Because, like, you do still stream. I drop in, see you streaming every once in a while, but obviously it must be, like, pretty different. Like, how is that whole thing going?
It's only really as different as it is because I had to change my, like, during the summer I streamed every single day from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. So coming to college, it's like my schedule will not allow that.
Yeah.
And I'm aware. Especially because I'm double majoring, so it's already like I have all this work to do, and then it's like, and also I'm trying to balance that with my full-time job. And
Busy.
so yeah, and so like my schedule right now is that I stream from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. on Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Because and I cut out Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays because Mondays and Wednesdays I had a class at my stream time, so I was like, well, that's not gonna work. And then Tuesdays I have like the most work, I realized, so that like I cut out. But the class that I had on Mondays and Wednesdays, I don't have anymore. Like that, it ended already. Like for like it's done for this term. So I might start streaming again on Mondays and Wednesdays.
Oh my gosh.
But it's
Run
really it's less so been the balancing it like with schoolwork actually as much as it is balancing it with like hanging out with people and like having friends. Like I made friends at college. I'm so glad that I did. But like every time that they're just like, "Hey Maggie, want to hang out tonight? Like we're gonna watch a movie," and I'm like, "Nope, I'm working." And so I have like not a lot of time to spend with them, and I feel really bad about that a lot of the time. And some of them don't like understand it fully and are just like, "Just don't stream tonight." And I'm like, "No."
It's a grind for sure.
It really is. And so it's like I feel like I haven't had like a lot of free time at all, really. But like that's okay. I love what I'm doing and it's fine. Like I'm stressed and that's okay. I expected as much. But it's only really different in that I don't have any free time, but that's because of balancing it with everything else. And
yeah,
like
oh, sorry.
no, don't worry about it. And it's also just like kind of silly because I used to be like so used to like just going down to my basement streaming and then just going upstairs and like hanging out with my family. But like now it's like I'm at this computer on Zoom calls all day doing work and then like going to like my in-person class and then coming back and doing more work and then like watching like Disney Plus and then like and then I have to stream at 6 and then that's my night and then maybe sometimes I end up playing games until 4 a.m. by accident and then I don't wake up in time for my class and then it's just bad. And so it's just been like trying to find like a good balance of like making sure that I'm taking care of myself and everything that I want to do and need to do at the same time.
Well, it seems like you got to figure it out. I mean, you got to figure it out a lot better than I
Working
would.
on it.
Because, I mean, I don't know, when I found out I was home from school, I was like, oh, perfect. We're going to stream. We're going to do it.
Mhm. Yeah, my internet here is
That's-
actually better than it was at home, which is kind of nice.
Oh, that's huge. Yeah, I know Ben and I
yeah.
were talking about, like, when we get to school, we're going to have to, like, buy our own router.
Yeah, no, I was super worried about that because, like, I mean, I already was like, I'm gonna stream at college, and so it's like, oh god, if the Ethernet doesn't work, that I'm kind of screwed.
Yeah.
Which
We
is
were
still
told our
true. If like my Ethernet box is behind me, it's literally if this didn't work, I would have. It's like also broken. Like if you look at it,
Oh.
it's like falling apart. But it works and it's great. But if the Wi-Fi here is really, really, really bad, so if I didn't have that, then I would be screwed. So that's fun.
I'm glad you're able to figure it out.
Yeah.
I think that's all we have. And the last thing, plug your socials. Where can people find you? Where are you streaming? When are you streaming? And where can people follow you?
I'm Equipy on Twitch and Twitter. I'm Bway Maggie, BWAY Maggie on Instagram. I'm also Equipy on YouTube. Oops, forgot about YouTube. I've been trying. I'm thinking about starting to upload more on there, so that's kind of fun. But I don't have time to edit, so never mind. But yeah, so those things I stream every single day at least once. So that's Thursdays, Fridays, Saturday, Sunday from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. as I mentioned before, and Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays, and Fridays I stream from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. before my math class. That is like a bonus stream kind of thing. So sometimes I don't do that because I don't wake up in time a lot of the time. But I'm planning on trying to start doing 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. streams on Mondays and Wednesdays as well. Oh, and I stream Among Us on Friday nights also, but like after my like later because it's like with people that like to swear. So,
All right, well that'll do it for this one. Banger of a first interview. Thank you so much for coming
Seriously, that was awesome.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And we're back from the interview with Equipy. Hope you guys enjoyed that. It was super fun. Like I had a great time. I know she's one of Ben's personal friends, and so we were just able to talk about games for a while. It
It was
was
awesome. Yeah.
it was definitely a great experience to be able to hear from someone who's higher up in the game community than we are, quote unquote, and just sit down and
Yeah.
send it. So I think to start off right now, we're gonna get some football talk going. So the trade
Sure.
deadline, happened to happen this week.
Yeah.
Whether
Crazy.
whether or not you
Eventful.
heard.
Yeah.
Not really much. Patriots, our home team, got a couple. I like D-list guys. Apparently,
Yeah.
apparently the Miami receiver we got pretty good. So I'm
I
kind of excited
mean,
with that.
I think he's been hurt for some of his career,
Yeah.
and like he was on Miami, so he kind of just petered out. Nothing really happening was going to happen with him there. But that is one thing that we have one of the most decimated receiver cores in the NFL right now. And I mean, what do we get rid of? Like a 7th-round pick? So I mean, anything
Yeah.
helps right now. So I'm excited to see him play. I'm always excited when we get some new talent in. So
For sure. I think that it's just it's tough right now because Bill went on WEI, Boston Sports Radio, and just said like, look, we sold out the last few years. We gave everyone we wanted a ton of money, and we played in 4 Super Bowls, won 3 of them. So I mean, this year is paying for our results, and so on one end, like I have trouble comprehending that because the outrageously low amount of money we pay a lot of our team, but I think also it's hard to factor in like wide receivers cost a lot of money, and
yeah, they're expensive.
I think we spend a lot more money on our defense and making our defense like a top weapon, and we don't pay. I think Sonny Michel's still on his rookie deal. James White, I don't think he's getting a whole lot. I mean, we don't have to pay like our offensive line. We pay somewhat.
Yeah. I mean, I think another big thing is we're spending a lot of money on our defense, but like we don't, like a lot of them opted out.
Right.
Which I mean, like you can never fault someone for doing that, especially for the reasons that they had, like family
Absolutely.
and keeping them safe. Like
For sure.
you can't get annoyed about that, but it is hard to talk about the Patriots right now because like it's just such a weird season, such a weird year.
Right.
But I mean, trust the process. We still got Bill Belichick.
I think this season's a wash. Like I don't think you should see us in the playoffs. I don't think we're gonna make much noise. It'll be cool to slide with the Jets on Monday, but
yeah,
I don't have a lot of faith. I think we should re-sign Cam Newton for another 1-year deal because he didn't get a fair shot this year. So far.
I agree.
I think that he's done a great job so far, and he's not getting much help. I think the Patriots have. I think it's the 3rd smallest separation from wide receivers. So I mean, he's still an A-tier quarterback. I don't have any problems with him. I mean, his fumble last week, sublime, but
yeah. I mean, it was a great punch out. Like
right.
It's not like he just dropped the ball. Like it was a great play.
Right. I mean, I think we're giving good teams good fights.
The Bills are a good team. Like
Bills are good. They're going to win the AFC
East
this year.
Yeah.
I mean, we have Cam Newton. We beat the Chiefs. We are 1 play short of beating the Seahawks, who are probably going to come out of the NFC this year.
Mm-hmm.
We were, a couple plays short of beating the Bills, so it's there. It is there.
Exactly.
But I think if we play anything less than a perfect game, we get killed. So it's right now it's about effort and how many mental beatings you can take from all these
We haven't
games.
even had like a full training camp with Cam Newton under Bill Belichick. He just kind of we got him, which was great, and then we couldn't do anything with him until the season started because they weren't letting people practice. Everything was still shut down. So we kind of got like it was so crazy. I remember people were talking about the season starting, and I was like already like there's no preseason, no nothing, and I still like we've seen flashes of Cam being great, and he wants to win. He doesn't like losing, and that's something that like that's part of Patriots culture. So let's keep him for another year.
Right, I completely agree. I mean, he went on during a press conference. He was like, in this state, in this region, like losing isn't acceptable.
Yeah.
And so he gets it, and he said, I'm not pointing fingers, I'm pointing thumbs. Like, this is
Yeah.
on me. And
Mhm.
I salute his responsibility and his accountability, and I think that he's still playing at a high level. I think we just got some work to do.
Yeah. Let's get some wide receivers in the draft.
For sure. I think draft high. Look, everyone's talking about, like, now the Patriots are starting to be in the mix for Trevor Lawrence. If he declares, and you know what, Trevor Lawrence on the Patriots would be a dream come true.
Yeah.
But because the Jets aren't going to give up on Sam Darnold, you got the Giants aren't going to give up on Danny Jones. The Cowboys are going to give Dak all the money in the world because now they know how bad they are without him.
Oh my gosh.
So I just think that
the football team
is
in the hunt for a quarterback. The Jets is going to be interesting because, like, Gase is gone, and then we'll see what the new coach. I mean,
but
like,
doesn't Sam Darnold still have 2 years on his rookie contract left?
Yeah, he's still in there, but I kind of want him to get traded. Like, I want Sam Darnold on a decent team because, like,
I wonder. You know what the Jets could do? They could send Sam Darnold to Washington.
True.
In draft. Well, I was talking with my buddy about this the other day. I think that Washington is gonna go 8-8 because they put up good fights against teams. Like,
yeah.
In the games I've seen, they haven't, like, gotten killed. And
they have a scrappy defense, a sneaky good defense.
They're gonna win the NFC East because of, like, them beating all the other NFC East teams.
Yeah, the NFC
6 of their 8 the NFC least. 6 of the 8 wins are going to come from the NFC East.
Yeah.
So I think that, and I don't know what their division record is right now, but that's where the majority of their wins are going to come from. So they're not going to get a high draft pick, and they're definitely not going to get Trevor Lawrence, especially if/when we finish with a worse record than them.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
I don't know. I mean,
I think it's going to be interesting to see how it turns out, but
I still don't think the Patriots are bottom, like, even now with the roster they currently have. I still don't think they're, like, a bottom tier team. I still think they're like right now with the roster they have, not good. They're not a good football team. But next year, I think they can be.
We're gonna have a top 10 defense next year because we had a league high. I think it was like 8 opt-outs.
Yeah.
So that's like 1/7 of our roster gone.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
but there's a lot of quarterbacks, and I would be okay with maybe not getting Trevor because I just don't think that's gonna happen. But like the BYU kid,
Justin Fields? No.
No. What's his name? I forget his name. He's not awful.
Right.
I think he would be I think he'd be good in Bill Belichick's system. But I do think that keeping Cam and having him under Cam for a year or two would, like, be good. And I think Cam wants to come back. I think he wants to see what he can do with a full Patriots roster, like a healthy.
I want to see what he can do as well.
I think we all do.
If we go 13-3 with Cam Newton and Bill Belichick, that'd be sick. That'd be
100%.
Absolutely insane. But I think for now, it's just play for next season. I think this season's a little bit of a wash. You know, maybe we go 8-8, we run it back at the end of the season. But I don't expect to see the Patriots in the playoffs. Yeah. So let's look ahead to the weekend a little bit.
Yeah, you want to start with Thursday or today?
Yeah, we'll start with tonight. So Packers 49ers, that's going to be a good game. And I think
that's going to be one of the best games of the week, I think.
I think you're right. I mean, we got Ravens Colts will be good. But we'll get to that in a minute. But I mean,
Bears Titans, Seahawks Bills. There's some this is not a bad week. Last week's slate was okay, but I think this one's going to be better. I'm excited.
Yeah. So, I mean, the Packers coming off of 2 straight losses, both to good-ish teams. I mean, the Bucs are obviously top 5 team right now. But, I mean, I don't know. I think...
Yeah. A scrappy Packers team against...
a very hurt,
but also still, like, mean 49ers team.
For sure. I mean, well, I think what we're forgetting is Kittle's done for the year. Garoppolo's probably done for the year. I think like 3 key offensive players for the Niners are out on the COVID list. So
Jeez.
they're hurt. I mean, they're not in a good spot, and that's adding to their additional injury woes.
Which they came
Throughout
into
the
the
year.
season hurt, didn't they? Yeah.
Yeah, and they have some opt-outs as well, but I mean, the Packers have really made the 49ers have made the best out of a terrible,
Yeah.
terrible
Oh,
situation.
seriously. Yeah. It's
Kyle
like they're
Shanahan's
like the
a great
opposite
job.
of the Patriots right now. Yeah.
Right.
But I do think the Packers will win this because I think the Packers are I think Aaron Rodgers is pissed off.
Oh, he's so mad.
Like this this year, Aaron Rodgers, this is his pissed off, this is his revenge tour, right?
For sure.
And coming off 2 straight losses that like both of them they like could have won if they played a little better. I think the Packers are gonna win this
If
one.
Aaron Rodgers doesn't throw back-to-back interceptions, that Bucs game is a lot closer than it was.
Yeah.
So
100%.
I think Giants Washington. I got Washington, just because Giants.
Yeah. I think the football team can pull that, which that would be huge for your 8-8 prediction and your NFC
division win.
top NFC beast. Yeah, that the only threat that I think is posed to the football team is the Eagles, but I mean that's not that big of a threat. It'll be an interesting home stretch. The last 3 or 4 games of the season, I think, will probably be the deciding factor of that division.
Yeah, for sure. I think that I don't know. I kind of forgot about the Eagles, but they're not that good. Carson Wentz without weapons, awful, stinks.
Yeah.
So Ravens Colts, that's gonna be absolute electric factory of a game.
Yeah.
I mean, number 1 defense versus number 1 offense.
Very excited for that. The Ravens just Lamar has to figure out how to throw the damn football.
Okay, so I saw on ESPN the other day, 21 of 22 Ravens did their job on Sunday against the Steelers. Mm-hmm. Lamar was the 22nd.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that.
He lost me my fantasy matchup, which he's lost me a couple fantasy matchups. Yeah. So Justin Herbert, might be getting the start this week, but my goodness, he just has to figure it out. Like he's a good running quarterback. He's very mobile, very elusive.
Yeah.
But he needs to figure out how to throw the ball to some effect.
Yeah, Michael Vick
more than 170 pass yards a game.
Michael Vick was like the same thing, except like he could throw the ball. He was a running quarterback, but he could throw the ball.
And he was insane.
Yeah, exactly.
Lions Vikings. I got the Vikings because Matt Stafford's on the COVID list as of yesterday. That's all it is.
Yeah, I mean, if Matt Stafford's in there, I think this game's still kind of if the Vikings play bad, I think the Lions could still pull it out. I'm saying that because I picked them in my weekly pool, but I do think that if Marcus Mariota throws 2+ picks, I think the Lions can win.
I don't hate that.
That's what I have there.
Yeah.
Texans, Jags.
Yeah, Texans, Jags. I think I got Houston, just because
I think so too.
Minshew's out, and the Jaguars don't know how to play.
Mm-hmm. Even with Gardner Minshew, like, dude, the first game of the season was like, oh my gosh, like the first 2 games of the season, like the Jaguars are like not bad. They're not bad this year.
Right.
Yeah, and then it was like, oh.
And then reality hit.
Yeah, which sucked. Yeah. But I mean, the Texans are pretty awful too. They're really paying for that Hopkins trade.
Some on the offense, like at least they still have stuff like Will Fuller and Deshaun Watson and Brandon Cooks.
People like to forget that Deshaun Watson is a very good quarterback.
Right. I agree.
He's working with little to nothing right now.
For sure. Let's see.
Bears Titans.
Chiefs? Oh yeah, we'll go Bears Titans.
But this is another circle this game. This game is going to be really good, I think.
I think this is going to be the game on their TV. in addition to red zone. I think I got the Titans just because
I got the Bears.
I think Derrick Henry is going to stiff arm Khalil Mack into next week.
Add another one to the list.
Yeah, just write it down in the death note. But I think Derrick Henry goes for like 143, 2 touchdowns.
Woo.
I think he's going to cook. I think because he only had like 75 yards last week. Only 75.
Yeah. I think it comes down to, can the Bears offense like get more than 5 first downs? Like, can they move the ball? I think it all comes down to the Bears offense, because the Bears defense is gonna be good. They're gonna put pressure on the offense to perform, because they're gonna keep the game winnable, and it comes down to, can Nick Foles stop overthrowing Allen Robinson by 15 yards?
Absolutely. I think Nick Foles needs to turn it on if the Bears want a chance in this game.
Yeah, and if I think you gotta like start Trubisky for the first quarter, and then pull him and put Nick in. Nick Foles is not a starting quarterback.
He's one of the best backup quarterbacks of all time.
I think he's not in the active right now in the league, best backup quarterback. But
he's not the best starting quarterback.
It's something in his mind means that if he starts the game, he's not going to play well. But if he goes in even like the second quarter, it's like a whole different quarterback. It's insane.
I think he gains the mentality like, I'm playing for my job now.
Yeah,
once
exactly.
He gets named a starter, he's like, all right, let's take the foot off the gas a little bit. And I think you need to keep the pressure on him.
Exactly.
Especially after Matt Nagy was like, nah, we're not going to be starting Mitch Trubisky. Like, no, you need to put pressure on the quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, going to Panthers, Chiefs, Kansas City, best team in the league, undisputed. Really not a difficult choice to make.
I feel like the Panthers will make it not awful.
It's still gonna be.
I feel like they can put up something. I don't know, because whenever I shit on the Panthers and like and say that they're like gonna put up like 10 points, they always like make me pay for that. So I think the Chiefs will win by like 17, but I don't think they'll win by like 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, I think they'll win by 2 or 3 scores.
Yeah,
I think that's what
I do not think it will be that close of a game, but I think it'll be like closer than what people are thinking.
Yeah. All right, we'll just run through all these real quick. Seahawks, Bills, who we got?
Seahawks.
Broncos, Falcons.
Broncos.
I got Raiders over Chargers. And I got Cards over Dolphins. Steelers over Cowboys. Bucks over Saints.
Saints Buccaneers will be a good game.
That'll be really
Buccaneers.
Good game. I got Bucks.
Buccaneers.
And then I got New England over the goddamn Jets.
The worst team in the league.
Yep. All right. Let's kick it to some NBA talk. So there's been a lot this week about the season start, and as of yesterday, it seems like the league consensus is that they're going to start December 22nd, which is before Christmas. I think the Players Association was hoping to get like a Martin Luther King Day kind of start. So do you think that the season should start before or after like Christmas and the holidays, that big holiday week?
I think like this would be so cool. I think you get you know how the Christmas Day matchups are usually like really like Celtics Sixers, like Lakers Warriors. Yeah, stuff like that. You get 2 from each conference. You get 2 Western, 2 Eastern Conference, like big ticket matchups. Put those on Christmas Day. Everybody else starts the 26th. How awesome would that be?
That sounds.
You heard it here first, folks. Like that.
Put a
trademark on that. Adam Silver, bring me my money. That is a great idea. I think that would be.
I think
awesome.
That's pretty good. Now, I personally think. I get it. Like the players, like everyone in the bubble, like the Lakers and the Heat, only have like 2 months. to recover before the season starts back up again. Like, usually the preseason lasts a few weeks, and training camp is a few weeks before that. So usually this like 2-month period where they would be getting ready and just getting back in game shape, like they can't. Like they usually take a couple months after the season to like take the foot off the brake, like the gas, and like relax a little bit.
Yeah.
But I mean, the NBA is going to lose $500,000 to $1 billion, is what they said.
Jeez.
If they don't start before Christmas. Like, the difference between 1 month is between 500 and $1 billion. So
It's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money. But I mean, you're not gonna have fans anyways, so you're already taking revenue at a loss. I like your idea of having marquee matchups on Christmas and everyone else starting right afterwards. The play-in tournament they're talking about is gonna be cool. Like, to play for the 8th seeds 7, 8, 9, and 10 are gonna
I
play
like
for the 8th seed. I loved when they did that in the bubble.
Yeah, no, they made me really enjoy. Like, I always enjoy watching playoff basketball, but they like the job they did getting like all the hype, and they did so. The league in general just did an amazing job with COVID. Like that, I don't know if people. I did see a lot of appreciation posts on Instagram, but like still, what they did was incredible and amazing. But the thing is, I don't want them to be competing for my viewership during football season, because I'm always going to pick watching a regular season football game over a regular season NBA game.
Right. And do you think that comes with like the exclusivity of the NFL? Like, oh, you only get one game a week in the NFL,
Yeah, exactly.
And you get 3 to 5 in
Mm-hmm.
the NBA.
Definitely.
That's for me as well. But
and if they start at Christmas every year, like you get sad about football being over, but you get sad about football being over and the NBA is like still new. Whereas like the current system, you get sad about football being over and it's like, well, I can watch the NBA, but like I've already been catching games here and there. You know what I mean? I just think it'd be because they had been talking about that before, and I think this is a perfect time to implement it. Take your loss now, but like you'll make it back.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think that it's just a matter of whether they want to take the loss now or do everything they can to fight it. So
yeah, and I don't know. I honestly don't think that they will do like what I want and what I think would be best. I think that they will keep delaying it and be like, no, we'll just like keep doing what we're doing. And because like everybody wants their money, the owners don't want to take that loss, but I think that they should.
Right, I think you're right. I think they should make that necessary loss, and I guess we'll just have to see what happens. So
yeah, that's still up in the air, but a very way to stay like in the conversation right now. Like people talking about basketball. Also, another basketball thing I saw, the Heat are like expected to sign Giannis to a long-term deal. I've been seeing rumors about that. Like the Heat want Giannis, and Giannis wants to go to the Heat. Like if they do that, oh my gosh, they're gonna be insane.
It's over for the East. It really is.
Yeah.
Because I mean the Bucks, like pretty like if the Heat weren't on such a tear in the East this year, the Bucks would have won at least until they face the Celtics.
Mm-hmm.
With Giannis and no one else.
Yeah.
Like they it's basically the LeBron effect. Like LeBron got to the finals with no one else but himself and J.R. Smith.
Exactly. And Giannis is like just too young to do that.
Right.
He like doesn't have the skill set needed.
Right. Why not put a young guy with a young team?
And dude.
It could be like a Bulls situation. We could be seeing some three-peats going on.
Like I would hate to see it as a Celtics fan, but as a basketball fan, like wow.
Yeah. I don't think personally, this is a hot take. I don't think that dynasties are good for the sport.
Yeah.
I don't like it
That's coming from two Patriots fans. Dynasties are bad.
I watch a lot of Formula 1 racing. And the reigning dynasty in Formula 1 right now is Mercedes. They've won 7 straight double titles, which means they've won the team championship and one of
And
their
the
drivers
individual.
has won the
Yeah.
championship for
That's
7
crazy.
straight every year since 2014. They just won this year too.
Yeah.
Like, it's mathematically impossible that any other driver except the 2 Mercedes drivers could win now.
Yeah.
And it's like not fun. And people are like, I don't like to watch Formula 1 anymore because we all know who's going to win. We all know who's got the best car.
Yeah.
And it's different in Formula 1 because there's no cost cap, and that's next year, and it's very political. But I mean, I just don't think dynasties are good for sports.
Yeah, I agree.
But it is fun to watch. I mean, if you're one of the teams, you know.
Yeah, it's awesome. Makes for some great documentaries coming out. Oh, dude, if they do like a 30 for 30 on like Tom Brady and the Patriots, which they'll definitely do one like they did for
100,000%.
Jordan. Oh, that's gonna be so good. I'm very excited for that.
Yeah.
Not that I'm happy it's over.
Yep.
I'm not happy it's over, but wow, that's gonna be awesome.
All right, let's kick it to the nerd talk. So,
yep. Bye, Jocks.
Yep.
It was nice having you here.
We got so I think the biggest thing that a lot of people are thinking about right now is Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War coming out.
Woohoo!
Next looks like next Friday comes out November 13th. I didn't get to play the beta. I was super busy on beta weekend. I've seen some gameplay. It looks super intuitive. A lot of the Call of Duty pros say it's going to be good competitively. I'm kind of looking forward to it. I don't know if I'm going to play it, but it's definitely worth talking about because it's a Call of Duty game. So, and Modern Warfare was a great resurgence of the game. So, I'm just hoping, you know, Treyarch does a good job. Everyone's hyped for the next Zombies iteration, all the Easter eggs and stuff like that. So,
for that, yeah. I mean, I was huge into Call of Duty when I was on console.
Yeah, me as well.
But now I'm a PC gamer.
Yup.
And it just, I feel like the culture is so different in Call of Duty. Like it's optimized and like it's like seems like a pretty console focused game. So I don't know. I haven't played it yet. My friends that have loved it and said it's really good. But it looks great. I just don't know if I'm gonna, at least off the bat, invest like 60, however much it is, $70 now.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It has to be really good. And I think it will be, and I probably will end up getting it, but I'm not going to be a day one player. Just because, like, I play on PC now, and it seems like a very different game.
Oh, I agree. If I still played on Xbox, I would have already pre-ordered it.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
And I lived off of Black Ops 2. Like, that was the Call of Duty I played.
Yeah.
And so I played pretty much every Call of Duty from Black Ops 2 on. So until I got, you know, a PC, and then I stopped really playing Call of Duty.
Yeah.
I got Modern Warfare on computer. It was great. It was a really good Call of Duty game. I played a little bit of Warzone, not a lot. It was a good game, and it was a well-rounded game. Doesn't look like it'd be that good competitively, and what I'm hearing from a lot of pros is that they're not super into it either, but they're optimistic for Cold War.
Yeah, I feel like the Black Ops have just been like consistently good competitively.
Yeah, they've been. I mean, I think a lot of people prefer Treyarch as a competitive developer to Infinity Ward, and I would agree. I think like casually the Infinity Ward games might be better. Like they're a little cheesier, they're a little more fun, but competitively you don't want to get shot by a rocket launcher and search and destroy.
Yeah, exactly.
To win $200,000, like. But I don't know. We'll have to see. And I think the biggest I think the biggest thing that pertains to you and I, new Destiny expansion.
Beyond Light, baby.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, for anyone who doesn't know, me and Michael, that's like the only game we play together, but we play it a lot.
We run it up.
Yeah, we run it up. And so this has just been seemingly the answer to everything Destiny 2 players have been asking for a long time. And personally, I've tried to remain like blind about it. Like, I don't know all the like new exotic gear. I don't know anything about the story. Or I know a little bit about the story. But I've tried to, the only thing I know that's happening is like cheaters are going away. And that is enough to make me like super excited for it, because competitively the game is being like decimated by cheaters, but it's getting
Yeah.
better. For the first time in like years, they're like, we're doing something about it, and that's enough to make me be like, this is gonna be great.
For sure. I'm super excited. So I know you're more of a PvP player. I'm huge into PvE, and having a retroactive collections tab where you can find all your rolls of all your nice guns is massive, because it doesn't mean you need to keep all your good rolls in a vault.
Oh, that's a thing. Yeah, see, I don't even know. Like,
I'm pretty sure. I think Glad was talking about that a little bit back, but I'm pretty sure
glad the
that's
man.
what the consensus was. So
That's unreal.
I think my biggest hope is a hard raid.
Yeah,
Just a difficult raid that takes a while to clear.
yeah.
So
These new raids have been like, my friends will be like, you want to do a raid? I'm like, dude, I can't. I got to go shopping in like 2 hours. Like, I can't. And they're like, dude, like 2 hours. Like, we can get it done. And then I'm like, what?
yeah,
Because
a
the
lot of these
Destiny
raids
1
take up
player,
to
I'm
an
like,
hour.
yeah, Destiny 1 player, I'm like, man, you got to set aside like 3-4 hours for one of those. Very
Yeah.
excited for Vault of Glass coming back.
The
That would
remaster
be,
Vault of Glass is gonna be huge. I've never played Vault of Glass. I've never hopped into that raid.
dude,
So
you're in
I'm
for a
really
treat.
excited to see what it is,
Yeah.
because I know a lot of people rave about it. So
hmm
I'm really pumped up to see what Bungie has to offer in their first independent, or their second independent expansion. And I watched like the roadmap a couple months ago with one of my buddies. We were both super satisfied because we were both players that like felt a little discouraged by the state of the
Yeah.
game. Season of the Worthy was very lackluster in terms of PvP content. Um, PvE content. I know Trials Comeback was like, I've never ran Trials, but
Got me back into the game, not gonna lie, but
yeah, I'm sure it brought a lot of people back into the game. I saw streamers I follow that I didn't even know ever played Destiny, playing Destiny because they were OG Trials players and they were coming
yeah.
back to try
Dude, like Tifu.
reworked. Yeah, like Tifu was playing Trials. I think Crafty played Trials a lot.
hmm
Um,
Lupo
yeah, Lupo.
got his start.
I didn't realize how Lupo came to be a streamer, and he was a trial streamer apparently.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
he's huge.
I knew him from Fortnite with Ninja back
Yeah,
in 2018. That's how I started knowing Dr. Lupo. And so, but it's really cool to see them go back to games like Destiny and like find out where they came from.
yeah, it's really
And
awesome.
also to see them dunk on kids, that's also a good time. But I can't believe it. It's an unreal experience, and Bungie does such a good job listening to their community. DMG does an insane job listening to community feedback and passing it along. I'm really impressed with Bungie, and I wish they never partnered with Activision for this game.
Yeah,
That I feel like the game could have been a lot more better off, and they wouldn't have had to spend 2 years, you know, fixing the game.
yeah, definitely. The one thing I'm like cautious, I think I'm gonna be cautious about is the new stasis classes. They seem like they're
Those
gonna
look a
be
little powerful.
so OP, but like we'll see.
Yeah, and
I
they
mean,
can patch anytime they want.
yeah,
So
100%. I feel like new
uh,
classes usually start off being a little overpowered, but then they're very quickly fixed. So,
well, no,
but it'll be really cool.
I think in the Last Wish and all of Year 2, well, with Phoenix Protocol
Yeah,
was pretty much, you needed something like that in a raid.
yeah,
Whether it be Last Wish, what was it? Scourge, Crown of Sorrow, like all those you needed
yeah,
well. Even in the Reckoning in Season of the Drifter, it was absolutely necessary to have that. So I don't know. It'll be fun to see as two Warlock mains,
definitely.
It gets a little boring with the Warlock classes, but we'll see.
Yeah.
All right, I think to wrap
Talking
it up
about
right
some
now.
esports.
Yeah, so what's going on in the esports world right now? We've got the Valorant First Strike tournament. Their open qualifiers were, I believe, a couple days ago and yesterday, and I think they're running through the rest of the week. Group A was C9 Blue, 100 Thieves, Luminosity, and K-Set. I'm a big 100 Thieves
Big
guy.
names, some big names
That's a
there.
huge group.
Yeah.
I'm a huge 100 Thieves guy, as you know. So the three people that come out of that were C9, 100 Thieves, and Luminosity, 2-0, 2-0, 2-1, respectively. And then we have Group B, was Gen G, Tier 1. I think it's just T1. Complexity, and Equinox. And the winners of that were Genji by a score of 2-1, Complexity 2-0, and the T1 got sent to the lower bracket on a 2-0 run. And so Group C,
they're gonna clean up in that lower bracket.
yeah,
I think
they're gonna clean up down there. Envy, Sentinels, Dignitas, and Spot Up are in Group C, followed by TSM, the Sloppy Boogeymen, Renegades, and Built by Gamers are in Group D. They haven't played yet. We have no results, but that's going to be a really, really good matchup. I think Group A and Group B are the two to watch. Group C definitely makes some noise as well. Renegades, I knew it was okay in CS. Different rosters, obviously, but I think the 100 Thieves roster fundamentally when they started was very lackluster. They had Hiko, who's really good, and no one else to help him out as IGL. So they signed a bunch of, they overhauled the roster, signed a bunch of young people, and now they're looking a lot better as a team. I've watched them play some scrims and stuff like that, and they're just looking a lot better. Tell us about what's going on with DreamHack.
Yeah, so for CS:GO, DreamHack announced the Masters Winter Invitationals. So those are going to be happening in Europe, Asia, and Oceania. I'm not sure about. I don't know. They haven't announced teams for any of the other divisions, so I'm just going to be going over the ones. We'll start with Europe. We got G2, Austrials, Team Liquid, FaZe, Spirit, Furia, Godsent, Complexity, Evil Geniuses, Heroic, Mouse Sports, ENCE, Sprout, and North. So those are all the Europe teams. Out of those, I think the ones to be looking at, probably Evil Geniuses.
Yeah, EG's insane.
EG's insane. Liquid, I think. I mean, personally, I'm biased. Like those are the two American-led teams.
Yeah,
and
but I mean,
G2,
they're so good in NA, no matter what.
Yeah, G2 and Complexity, I think will make a run. FaZe, like I don't know. As a person who grew up in the 2000s, anything FaZe, like I want them to do well and succeed, but I just don't like. It seems like they switched so much to content creation and away from competitive gaming, which is kind of sad.
Yeah, I think that's a step 100 Thieves is taking too, which I get it in terms of profits and a business model. It's something that the entire world is shifting to, but it hurts esports because you come up as an esports organization and you ditch your esports, it discourages a lot of people. And so I know I started following 100 Thieves because of their content and their apparel and stuff like that, and then I got into their esports as a result. And there's always LCS, which I don't follow League of Legends, neither do you. So,
toxic.
Yeah, it's a very complicated game to learn.
Yep.
But I think LCS is also in the off season right now.
Yeah.
Because I think Worlds already happened.
I don't know. I also love 100 Thieves. Just because of Nadeshot. Like I love Nadeshot in the old Call of Duty competitive days. But my heart will always belong to Optic because Scumpy is just like my favorite competitive video game player of all time. Loved Scumpy.
The Green Wall.
The Green Wall. Okay, so for Asia, we got 4 teams. We got Tyloo, Invicticus, Vici, and Tiger. And for Oceania, we got the Renegades, Avant, Order, and Rooster. So
Europe is definitely the powerhouse region. Fnatic wasn't in that mix?
Definitely.
Fnatic is dirty. I don't even know if they still do CS.
I don't think so.
Back when they did, they were insane. They were always a force to be reckoned with in EU.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So we'll see. It's the DreamHack Masters. Those should be starting soon. I think they'll announce more teams for different divisions, but I'm not sure. But these are the ones they announced so far. Obviously, it seems like Europe is going to be the big one, the one to look at. And coming out of there, I don't know a lot about Asia or Oceania, any of those teams, but I think Europe is looking like a powerhouse so far.
Yeah, I think so too. So to close that out, we have the Fortnite FNCS Chapter 2 Season 4 results. I watched some of this. I watched some of the players stream it. Every Fortnite player and their grandmother streams their competitive stuff. So it's really interesting to watch. I like the competitive side of Fortnite. I personally don't think it's a good esport, but it's definitely entertaining to watch.
Yeah.
And Epic definitely has the financial backing for it, so they're doing a lot to help out esports.
Yeah.
So in first
Like,
place in Europe, we have FaZe Mongrel, Liquid Mitro, and E11 Tayson. I know they're crazy. They're all cracked out. Mongrel is an absolute animal.
yeah.
It's crazy. NA East, we have TNA Day, TNA Mero, and Reverse 2K. I know Reverse from his duo days with Ninja. Very, very talented player. Yeah, I mean they were cracked out the whole time. And then NA West, we have two members of 100 Thieves. We have Arkham and Rex, followed by NRG Epic Whale. They mopped up. They had 310 points in first place, and the next closest team was 201. So
Jeez.
I mean, the
That's insane.
average win margin was like 15, 20 points in NA East in Europe,
It's like
and these
100.
kids won by 109 points. So
That is crazy.
and
Yeah, I mean,
then
love or hate Fortnite, you just gotta respect what it's done for esports in general. Like,
absolutely,
just
I
the
mean, they made it noticed. The Fortnite World Cup last year, electric event to watch. I should have
yeah, that
gone.
was hype.
I
That was hype.
definitely, I definitely feel like I should have gone. Like to be a spectator, never to play. I was
Yeah,
so bad at that game.
Fortnite's hard.
Um, very difficult to learn how to build.
Oh yeah,
And but yeah, I mean, the game itself. That's why I have so much respect for the game because yeah, we all went through our time where we just played Fortnite obsessively, however long that be, and everyone posting on their stories like their dubs.
oh boy.
It was a great time. It was a good time for gaming, and I kind of miss it. But I mean, 2018 was a year two of Destiny as well. This is kind of a golden
Yeah,
age.
yeah, that was good.
It was not a golden
What a
age
time
for
to be alive.
Overwatch. And then empty in the canister here. We got Overwatch League on off season. San Francisco Shock. Congrats, you guys are the two-time back-to-back champions. And LCS, I believe, is on break for Worlds right now. So.
Woo!
And that will do it for this first episode. We had a lot of content to cover.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That was good. So, we are either going to get back in a few days or Thursday. Look for results of football. We will be talking more sports
Breakdown.
headlines. Yeah, we'll break it all down for you. Bennett,
And
any last words?
there will probably be at least a little content because I mean it would be a waste to do the trip that I'm doing. So I'm driving from the Boston area down to Indianapolis with 3 of my friends. We got a hotel for 2 Saturday, Friday,
Are you
Saturday,
going Friday night, Saturday night,
Friday
Sunday
night,
night?
Saturday night, Sunday night, 3 nights. Going to the Colts game. Gonna just walk around Indy, see what it has to offer.
Go to the
And
Speedway.
yeah, Indianapolis, Indy 500, baby.
Yes, sir.
And then drive back up. It's like a 14-hour trip. It's going to be kind of, I don't know, we'll see. It'll be worth it. My first professional football game. Never gone to a football game before.
Me neither.
So my friends hit me up, and I couldn't pass that up. Crazy opportunity.
I wouldn't
And
either.
make a vlog, make some content out of it. Hopefully they don't make fun of me for wanting to film stuff.
Yeah, for sure. All right,
We'll
so
see.
if you guys have any feedback whatsoever, like we said at the start of the episode, like let us know, please.
It'd be nice.
We'll be taking everything. We'll be taking everything into account. Good, bad, ugly. You know, what can we do better? What do we do well? Just let us know. And if you're feeling like you have a grand old time, hit the sub button. And with that, we will see you guys next week. Thank you so much for watching.
Much love.